Making bacon. Oh! Well, took you long enough. Darn. Got another thought.
I don't like this style. It's too tacky for me.
Come on, it only appears tacky because it's not covered by anything. It only uses what's necessary.
But it doesn't look healthy at all. You should at least cover it with something. It looks like it will fall apart in my hands.
But what about your aesthetic? It's so bland. There's so much black in it.
But it doesn't have to be. I'm with it red, and it's similar to your style, but it also has the covering it needs.
I don't know, it still looks special.
But it looks like it's used by the Special Forces.
Aren't we special enough already?
No, I mean Special Forces like SEAL Team 6 or G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe? Oh, don't tell me you want to become one of them.
I want them wiggle and chow at it.
No, we're just discussing our favorite aesthetics. I was telling the soldier about one of my favorite aesthetics. Steampunk.
Yes, it's that gas pipe mumbo jumbo.
It's not gas, it's steam pipe. And it's a perfect blend of vintage and high-tech. Like somebody hit the pause button on the Victorian era and went crazy with steam energy. Even though the style remained the same, technology kept on advancing, all the way to flying ships. It's like anything is possible in a steampunk world.
Yes, anything like not falling apart in 5 seconds.
Oh, come on!
Oh, hey! You guys talking about the best guns? I know, it's pretty hard to decide. Like, I have to choose between the Scaragon and Forced Danger.
Ska.
One is more reliable to use, but with the other one, you can give people unbounded takeoffs.
Stoned!
But there's also the Soda Bopper, which gives you Mach 1 takeoffs. And I haven't even mentioned all the other guns that
Sam, we're not talking about our weapons. We were just talking about what aesthetics we like.
Aesthetics?
Yeah, I was telling the lads about steampunk. And what a great style it is.
Stop gushing about the steampunk. Paramilitary is the best.
Wait, paramilitary? Isn't that just a bunch of military crap?
That's just what you think. Despite the name, it's not military.
But armed mercenaries? That's kind of like military, right?
What? I'm talking about combat fatigues, body armor, tactical equipment, and urban deployment.
And how is that different from what we have?
Well,
Well, what's your favorite?
What, you don't even have a PS1? They made a remake. Where can I find it? Oh, I know Levgay. That's pretty weird.
I only watched gameplay footage, but from what I've seen, it's brain-melting to even look at it.
Cruelty Squad. Weird core. That's weird. You're weird. You're all weird. Both the games and the aesthetic itself. If I have to judge it, I honestly don't know what to say.
What is going on here? Are you arguing again?
Oh, what's up?
Hey, medic. We are arguing about our favorite aesthetics.
And which one are you talking about right now? Weirdcore. I don't like that style. There is no rhyme or reason with anything in Weirdcore.
Hey, medic! I like steampunk.
Steampunk. More like steam poop.
Huh?
There is too much technology in it. There's always a steam machine at every corner. It's the same with cyberpunk.
What? You don't like technology in art?
No! I mean, I like it, but that's not my favorite style. That would have to be Dark Academia.
Dark Academia.
Yes, it reminds me of my time in Germany. My home is also decorated like this. It all gives me the desire to learn more and find the answer for all the questions in the world after.
Man, if only our study room is decorated like that.
Do you mind? I'm getting a motivational speech here.
The speech. Fear what?
Yeah, motivational speech. We're just talking about different aesthetics.
Oh, right, I heard you talking about daddy covers and whatnot. What was that about?
I was talking about steampunk and how great it is. And then...
What did I tell you earlier? You are not permitted to gush about steampunk.
So what? I have a freedom of speech. And if you don't like it, you can rock and jump off a cliff for all I care.
I like steampunk too. It's pretty imaginative. Could be the setting of some great stories. Like the E3 demo of Bioshock Infinite.
Thank you.
That wasn't even a demo. It was just a freaking movie disguised as a game.
Pretty much. Well, waste opportunity. Anyway, was there anything else you boys mentioned?
Of course. I mentioned paramilitary, yet nobody seems to bat an eye.
It's kinda similar to what we had already.
It doesn't matter what you said. It's too weird for it's all right.
That's all different styles, but those don't really fit my taste. However, I do like me some rockabilly.
Rockabilly.
Yeah, that style is clearly not the best. It's all laid back and energetic. It brings me back to the simpler times. Back then, everything seemed to be free from problems. There's this diner I go to every now and then. It's decorated just like that. They also play some great music, like all places should too.
Wait, isn't that diner at the corner of the 37th Street?
Why, yeah. How did you know? You go there too?
Yeah, I hit the place regularly. I go there like once or twice every week.
Really? Then how come I never saw you once?
Right, forgot to mention, I always go there after they're closed.
What?
And go there and stick in from the back. I go to the kitchen, take the corn syrup, and leave.
Wait. So it's you who keeps stealing the corn syrup? Oftentimes the staff are complaining because the corn syrup is gone. I know why I never get syrup with my orders. I got nothing to put on my bad cake.
No, not really. I always leave some cash in its place.
You stole their corn syrup!
I exchanged that corn syrup for money. You can't really call this stealing, it's more of a infiltration with intentions of purchase.
You better stop snooping around their kitchen or out. But why the hell do you need that much corn syrup anyway?
I'm trying to make some homemade bonk. I didn't get it right yet.
Well, if you're already paying for their syrup, why don't you buy the drink instead?
That's too expensive. I can't afford bonk right now.
Also, doesn't have radiation too. How do you plan on getting that?
I don't. This is gonna be a placebo bonk. I can just believe it's irradiated.
Oh, shucks.
Anyway, the diner. It's something else after dark. Pretty much what you get in after hours. Yeah, after hours is an aesthetic too. It's all about environments that appear deserted. I usually get if I run through the battlegrounds when no one's around. It will be a bit relaxing if I wasn't busy taking the briefcase.
I like after hours too. I also get the same feel. It's best to stay out of sight so the others don't kill the mood. How long have you been here? I walked in during the corn syrup talk. Seriously, homemade bark. Some idea.
I need to get my face one way or another.
Just don't try to sell it.
So do you like after hours too? The list just gets bigger and bigger.
What do you mean? We are discussing our favorite aesthetics. Aesthetics? I see.
That's right. We already have paramilitary, steampunk, dark academia, after hours, and rockabilly. Oh, down too.
Interesting. They are all very distinct styles. However, there is another one that I particularly like. It is no other than Fruity Guerrero.
Fruity Guerrero? Isn't that futuristic aesthetic? That's all utopian and stuff.
Not exactly futuristic. It's actually a bit similar to steampunk. But instead of technology and Victorianism, it's technology and nature. It paints a world where all the problems that stem from technology, like pollution, is successfully halted. Fruity Guerrero celebrates the harmony between nature and technology. It depicts a realistic yet ideal utopia and... Hold on. That really is futuristic. Completely utopian even.
See? I told you.
Freedegger Arrow is pretty clean looking. It's real nice to look at it, but I couldn't find myself living there.
Could be worth a visit.
It'll make a nice vacation spot.
What's with the crowd here? Are we planning to go somewhere?
Bye there, boys. What aesthetics do you like?
What kind of a question is that?
We're just talking about our favorite aesthetics. What kinds have we mentioned at this point? From steampunk to weirdcore. There is even rockabilly and after hours.
Interesting. I only know steampunk out of those you mentioned. But there's one aesthetic I really like. It's called Old Web.
Old Web. The aesthetic of the 90s internet.
That's right. It was all in the early days of the internet. Back then there was no mainstream style. Every website had its own identity, yet they all had a rough look that meshed together. It was also around during the early 2000s. Nowadays, every website looks the same. I really wish things could go back at least a little bit. Websites should all be unique again.
I agree. Those old websites were a thing of beauty.
The old web. That was more complicated back then.
I didn't even have internet in the 90s. The dial-up thing was too much of a hassle.
I know what you're talking about. The phone line was so busy I could barely browse the web.
I wish things could go back too, but not that much. Only to the 2000s.
The 2000s? Well, internet connections have improved by that time.
Yes, but there was also this aesthetic called Y2K.
Y2K. Now that's something else.
This is my favorite aesthetic. It pictured a vision of the future that was out of this world, and people all basked in it. And it was not just a graphic design. It was everywhere. The music and the technology, even the architecture told us that we were living in the future. It all settled down when Frutiger Arrow came around, and now the influence is completely gone. I really liked this aesthetic. It was very imaginative. I honestly wish Y2K would make a comeback. It marked a new age of Renaissance.
This brings a tear to my eye. Seeing Y2K again. That could change the world.
That's the freaking ultimate aesthetic!
If only I could see it again for real.
This is not exactly my style, but it brings me some good nostalgia.
To be honest, I was glad when it all stopped. It was too shiny and bubbly for its own good.
What?
The style was very imaginative, yes, but it was just too expressive. It was disturbingly over the top for me. Everybody went crazy with shiny curved designs, like they never even heard of sophistication.
Shut the freaking hell up, Spy! Everyone lumped this stop to the end. Even your Frutiger Arrow was based on Y2K.
Yes, but by then it all calmed down. The curved designs got the edges they needed, and people finally laid off the crow. Seriously, why must there crow on everything?
It was the 2000s! Everything was made of chrome.
At least that crumb covered all the pipes. Unlike your steampunk world.
Not this again! You know what? Paramilitary is not special at all. That's exactly what we're in right now. You can't even think of anything unique.
I actually like After Hours. I get the feeling after I killed everyone and see the empty fields. They almost look post-apocalyptic, like an honor-style liminal space.
No! Liminal space has no rhyme or reason. At least After Hours is realistic.
You can have fun even when things are realistic. Just like in rockabilly, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to anyone I know what style I like. That's because your style is boring and it's impractical. Just like Demo's steampunk.
Don't. This steampunk lad.
This is why we can't have nice things. Can we agree that nobody likes corporate Memphis?
Oh god, not corporate Memphis.
That doesn't move out anything.
Don't even mention that trash.
That's the opposite of everything mentioned so far.
Wait, which one is that again?
You know the one, Dano. The one where everything is so minimalistic it looks absurd.
Hey! That's the monotonous, one-dimensional, oversaturated, bland, good-for-nothing trash bin aesthetic.
I hate corporate Memphis. It's even worse than whatever I come up with.
Corporate Memphis is the cancer that is killing the art world. It is the antithesis of maximalist styles like Y2K. It is so overused, it eclipses everything else. Corporate Memphis needs to be done away with.
I wonder who came up with that star.
I don't know, soldier. Perhaps it was a collaborative effort.
I'm gonna kill them.
Wait, what?
I will find whoever made it, and I'll kill them. Tell me, Pyro, when did I ever make a joke?
Wait, come back here. You're not gonna kill anybody, you heard me?
Come, damn it, soldier! Not this again!
Stop then!